Hello everyone, this is September 2020, Paper 2, Year 6. Question 1. Calculate the area of the right angle triangle. We have 3 dimensions, the height 6, the base 8, and the hypotenuse 10. If I want to get the area of a right angle triangle, I just check the base and the height. The rule is half times base times height. The base is 8 and the height is 6. So it will be half times 8 times 6. Either you multiply 8 times 6, 48, and then divide by 2. Or you can say 8 divided by 2, 4, and 4 times 6, 24 also. So it's up to you. If the numbers are large and the both numbers, when I multiply them, I'll get a higher answer. I will not be able again to make it divided by 2. So I can take one dimension, the even number for sure, and divide it by 2. Lily has 3 over 4 of a cake. 3 over 4 divided, she cuts it into 6 equal pieces, so divided by 6. What fraction of the whole cake is each piece? So I have part of a cake, 3 over 4. I have 6 equal pieces, so I will use division. What is the rule of dividing fractions? Keep, change, flip, or keep, flip, change, whatever you like. KFC or whatever, the way you like it to remember the process or to remember the steps. So I will keep the first one as it is, 3 over 4 as it is. Then division will be multiplied. And when I flip 6, it will be 1 over 6. Then normally divide 3 times 1, 3, 4 times 6, 24. Both numbers are in table 3, are divisible by 3. So I can simplify this by saying divided by 3 divided by 3 equals to 1 over 8. Draw a ring around the number which is the same as 3/10 and 67 thousandths. So it means that the last digit, which is the 7, must be in the thousandths place value. Which of these? Remember, it's not 3, it's 3/10, not just normal 3. So the correct answer would be 30.067. Naomi collects sets of data from people in her school: height in centimeter, length of hand, length of foot, age in years. Naomi is trying to find out if people with long hands also have long feet. Draw a ring around the 2 sets of data that are most useful. So if I want to know the long of hands and long of feet, is it important to understand the height or to know the length of hand, the length of feet, age? So the only 2 pieces of information that's very important to collect is I want to know about the hand and the feet, so I will ask about hand and feet, which will be B and C. Take right the most suitable diagram to present the data. Okay, I'm collecting 2 information, hand and feet. So when I'm studying or want to understand more about 2 information and the relation between them, we use scatter graph. Here let's use equivalent values for half, 0.5 for sure. 0.3 will be 3 over 10, and as percentage, 30%. 63 over 100 as decimal will be 0.63, and as percentage will be 63%. We have here letters A, H, Z, Z, and C. Which of these has no lines of symmetry? It's the Z. We cannot try anywhere else. 1 line of symmetry, A and C. 2 lines of symmetry, H. Here are 3 numbers cards we want to get. Use 2 of the cards to complete the number sentence. The number was 6.043 and we end up with 604.3. So it means that for step 1 I need to multiply by a large number, which is 1000, and then divide by 10. We use these keywords to complete the perimeter of a circle. The surrounding part of the circle is called circumference. The is twice the length of the radius. So the diameter is twice the length of the radius. Mike asked the children in his class, what is your favorite fruit? Which fruit is, here we have the bar chart, we have apples, oranges, bananas, peach, mango, and the scale is from 0 to 30. Which fruit is twice as popular as mango? Mango is almost what? It's in the middle. For example, maybe it's 10. What will be twice the mango? It will be the banana. It will be almost 20. Explain how the graph shows this, because the banana is twice as tall, or if we said, for example, that the mango is 10 times 2 is 20, or it's 12, also 12 times 2 is 24. We will not count all the small lines, but it's like an approximate way that from the graph you can see that this is double the banana is double the mango. 4 to 10 is equivalent to what to 30? So the 10 becomes 30, we multiply by 3. So 4 times 3 will be 12. So the answer will be 12. Calculate 35% of $60. If I have 35%, it will be 35 over 100. Of means 1 times 60. Then I will make multiplication, 35 times 60, or 35 times 6. And the final will be over 10. So 35 times 6 will be 210. And because we have decimal point, we have over 10, so it will be 21.0. Where is the other 0 with the 60? We have here already 60 over 100, 1 0 from the 60. We'll go with 1 0 from the 100. And then I will be left with only 10. So final answer will be $21, which is reasonable. If I'm saying I have a $60, 35% of the 60, it must be the 50% of the 60 is 30. So 35, it's less than the 50. So it will be less than the $30. So it will be $21. Increase 80 kilograms by 5%. This can have here two ways. Either to make it mentally, I can say that 10% of 80 is 8. So 5% is half the 8, so it will be just 4. So it will be 84. Or we can do it by the same steps. 5 over 100 times 80. 1 0 from here. Go with 1 0 from here. So I'm left with 5 times 8 over a 10, which will be 4. So the final answer will be 4 plus 80. It will be 84. Tick right all the statements that are true. A bottle with a capacity of half liter can hold a volume of 1 liter. Bottle with half liter can hold a volume of 1 liter. This is bottle written on it 500. Can I put inside it 1 liter of liquid or 1 liter of Coca-Cola or soda or anything? For sure, no. A bottle with a capacity of 1 liter can hold a volume of 1 liter. If it has 1 liter, yes, I can put inside it 1 liter also. So yes, correct. A bottle with capacity of 1 liter can hold a volume of half, for sure. Can put only half the bottle of liquid. Draw the set of points that are exactly 5 centimeters from point A. Draw the set of points. What do you mean by this? It means that we're going to draw a circle with a radius 5. So step 1, get your ruler, make a line, then start to draw using your compass a circle with 5 centimeters away from point A. Yuri and Oliver are counting in a sequence. Yuri counts forwards from 24 in steps of 5. So it will be 24, 29, 34, and so on. Oliver counts backwards from 24 in steps of 5. So 24 minus 5, 19, 19 minus 5, 14, and so on. So, question 1. An even number in the sequence always follows an odd number. Let's check the sequence. So step 1, you have to write your own sequence. Try to write few numbers of each sequence so that you'll understand the relation. We have 24, 29, 34, 39. So yes. And why also it says because here we have an odd number added to or subtracted from an even number. 24 is an even number. We add on it 5 each time. So that's why even odd, and so on. Also 24 minus 5. even, odd, and so on. So that's why, yes, it's correct that an even number in the sequence always follows an odd number. The first negative number Oliver says is -4. No, after writing few numbers in the sequence, it's not -4. It didn't come -4. Yuri says the number 64. Yuri said it. Yes, correct. So yes. The first 3-digit number Yuri says is 100. Okay, let us think about this. The first 3-digit number Yuri will be 100. All the numbers in the sequence is ending with 494949. So no, it will not be correct. Oliver says 121. Yes, because we already have in the sequence -1, -6, and -11. So yes, eventually we will reach to -121. Anastasia rolls a fair dice and records the outcomes. She records a number less than 4. She records an odd number. What are the numbers less than 4 in the dice? Less than 4. It will have 3, 2, and 1. She records an odd number. How come? 1 and 3 are odd numbers. So this is not mutually exclusive for sure, because I already have 1 and 3 are less than 4 and at the same time odd numbers. Shen has a set of dolls. The dolls are in proportion to each other. We have 12 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 6, I don't know, 1, I don't know. So the 4 centimeter will be 12. So 4 times 3, 12. So the relation here is multiplying by 3. So 1 times 3 will be 3. We multiply by 3. 6 times 3, 18. 1 times 3, 3. So the relation, the most important thing to understand the relation between the two dimensions you have, and they are all in proportion to each other. Hassan bakes a cake. The table shows that he uses 120 grams of flour and 3 eggs when baking. This is also related to ratios and proportion. For 15 people, we have here eggs 1 and 3. The relation is multiplying by 3. So also I need a number when I multiply it by 3. 1 time it will give me 15. Or I can take it by the other way. I have 3 eggs for 15 people. So if I'm going to increase this, 3 times 5, so it will be, here also multiplying by 3, it will be 5. 5 times 3, 15. Okay, what about the relation here? Also multiplying by 3. A number, when I multiply by 3, I get 120. So this will be 40. Okay, let's go to the other way. A number 40, when I multiply by what to get 240? Times 4 times what will be 24, 6. So this will be 6. So all the sides, 1 times 6, 6. 5 times 6, 30. Okay, here is a triangle. Draw the reflection of the triangle in the mirror line. Each part or each vertex of the triangle I must reflect it on the mirror line. Starting from the first one, I'll go one step here and one step here, then plot. The other one, steps and then plot. The last one, go on the steps till the mirror line and plot. Now it's easy to connect the lines to make the new reflection on the mirror line. Mia writes down the number of goals she scores each time she plays football. What is the mood? What is the most repeated number? It's 4. And what is the mean? Adding all the values and then dividing them by its numbers. So we will add 4 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1, all this. It will be 20. 20 divided 8, 2.5. In the questions related to mean, it's either you leave it as a fraction, 20 over 8, or you make it long division and find the final answer, no problem. Now the perimeter, P centimeter, can be written as L plus L plus L, correct. If L is 12, so P will be 12 plus 12 plus 12, so it will be 36. Calculate the value of L when P is 21. So now P is 21. 21 plus 3 numbers will give me what? So 21 divided 3 will be 7. I have 3 values. When I add them, the 3 values, I get 21. How to know this? We will use division, because 7 plus 7 plus 7 will be 21. We have identical tiles in the shape of an isosceles triangle. 24. Isosceles means that the two sides are equal. If you put them like this, flipped, they will have this shape. You have a parallelogram. We need to work out the size of the large angle. So step 1, I have only one angle. I have only 24. But this is isosceles triangle. So this means that the rest of the angles are equal. So step 1, I will make 180 minus 24, which is 156, and then divide 156 by 2, so it will be 78. So each angle in the triangle will be 78. This is 78 and this is 78. Okay, now I connect the dots. Connect the things, the information I collected. I know that I have 24 and I have 78. So 24 plus 78 will be 102. So the size of the larger angle in the parallelogram will be 102. Children in class takes math test and English test. This is scattergraph here again, because scattergraph we are studying two information or two different data, math scores and English score. So this is better to use scattergraph. Safia scores 8 in the math test and 7 in the English. Show this in the scattergraph. Here we go. This is 8 in the math, 7 in English. So plot the point here. What is the highest mark scored in English? What is the highest mark in English? It will be 9. Here is a net of a closed cube. Jamila removes one square to give the net of an open cube. Draw a ring around each square that Jamila could remove. To make an open cube, she can remove A, B, and F. A, B, F. Here we write down the correct samples to make the statement true. We want to get to 50. So we can try. We'll make 3 times 2, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 times 5, 15. Insert one pair of brackets to make the calculations correct. We want to reach 23. So we can put the brackets here. We can add 1 plus 3, 3. 3 times 5, 15 plus 7. 15 plus 7, 22. 4, sorry. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 times 5, 20. 20 plus 10, 27. 27 minus 4, 23. Pierre thinks of a square number. He multiplies the square number by 4. He gets a cube number. So what is the square number? 16 times 4, 64. So this is 16, the square number, because 4 times 4 is a square number, which is 16. The surface area of the cube is 486. What is the length of one edge of the cube? So if the total is 486 and the cube has 6 faces, step 1, 486 divided 6 is 81. Then what are the two numbers when I multiply? I get 81. 9 times 9, 81. So the length of one edge will be 9 centimeters. That's all for today. See you in Progression Test 2022, Paper 1.